Yeah.
All right, chat room. Let us know when you can see and hear us.
Yes.
I see a Zod.
Ooh,
Zod
a
is
Zod? Is that a Zod?
I see Zot.
What? He's a myth. I don't actually think they exist.
I don't know. I can confirm he does raid with us. So unless it's an imposter, I don't know.
So does he have a con stab?
You know, I don't know, but I need to look that up.
Well, it's your raid team. There's a rule.
Yes, there's. I think at least half. Of
I
us,
know,
including myself. I had to write one for myself.
Oh,
that
that's
was a bad
fabulous.
day. That was a bad day in Eve.
Well, it's Eve.
Hey,
It's Eve.
There, the camera's that way.
I blame Link. It's all Link's fault.
It's always Link's
No.
fault.
I know what happened. Ryan got on your computer and did it.
No.
Yeah, let's go with that. My Ryan, not your Ryan.
Yes, of course. Neither of which are spelled the traditional way.
Nope.
Because why the hell do we do that?
That's just boring.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Oh, there we go. All right.
Hang on just a second. I'm
Da, 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 da.
Nope, that doesn't have a hyphen. That has a hyphen.
Are the noises typing, Max?
Yes, I was typing. Apologies.
Wait.
noises.
I got this. Enhance.
Exactly.
Enhance.
Okay, there we go. Podcast notes. Wait, how do you... Good Lord. I was able to mute everything except the watch. How does that happen? All right.
And your big face.
Great.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks,
Zod just blinked you and channel.
Ted, we might want to update.
Maybe just a little.
Yeah,
I don't even know how old that picture is.
It's about 10 years. All right.
Yeah.
Everything sounds good. Everything looks good.
Do I sound good?
Oh, you're quiet.
Who's quiet?
Not to us, but to the stream, maybe.
Can you, all right. Test.
Oh. This is the AIE Podcast. All right. Where?
Actually, the raid team's being too damn loud.
Oh, yeah, you know whose raid team that is, right? That's my raid team.
I'm aware.
Hang on. I can fix this. All right. Okay.
Do you have the technology?
I do have the technology. Wait. No.
I would tell the raid team to shut it, but I think they're trying to do Nazoth again today.
Let's try this now. McCullough.
Okay. Yes.
All right. Fezgig. Yep. Mukel. Sai. Who is that guy in their corner? Yeah, all right. How's it sound now, Mal? How's it sound now, Max? Let's see if that's any better.
How now, Macau?
How now, brown cow?
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish?
I mean, she wanted to play Peekaboo.
I don't know. Max is typing.
You have
okay,
a
there we go. We got everything balanced. Yay.
Evidently, it sounds good.
Okay.
Everything is balanced as it should.
Useful? Show notes.
What?
All right. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. Those are
I thought we were
show
going to wing
notes.
it.
That's what you should
Am I the only one?
All right.
I have mine open.
Here we go. All right. Going
Where am I at?
Oh. 5, 4, 3. On this episode of the AIE Podcast.
Does anyone have a good price for turnips?
Greymore is on the horizons.
Thursdays are getting extreme.
Right. Fleet Night is ready, set, go.
And Cyrene and Fezgig are here to talk to us about AIE and the World of Warcraft.
All that and more coming up right now.
Bringing you the latest news from the AIE gaming community from planet Earth and beyond. This is the AIE Podcast.
Welcome to episode 341 of the podcast celebrating you, the Aliyah Ioctast gaming community, the Die Has Been podcast. This is Tetsemi, And to my left and upstairs is McCullough.
Hey guys, there's sticky toffee pudding and a bunch of boozy marshmallows in the guild kitchen. And by the way, according to Rabbit, 93 is at her place today for tournament.
Oh, good. And to my right is Mew Cow.
Greetings, island villagers.
This week, we're joined by special guests Cyrene and Fezgig, who are here to talk to us about AIE in World of Warcraft. Welcome.
Hello.
Howdy, howdy.
Hey. All right, so let's go around the room and see what everyone's been up to in this 3 weeks since we last podcast. So we'll just go camera order. That'll work well. McCullough, what have you been up to?
Okay, so let's see. Not playing Animal Crossing, but everyone else in the house is, so I'm getting a lot of it. And I'm also occasionally jumping into the FERT Animal Crossing channel because that's just fun. Been doing some gaming, of course. In fact, we just got done with our weekend game about a half an hour before the show started, where our elf kept hiding stuff in her cleavage, which is pretty damn funny. We are currently accompanying a rather rich individual to a auction to get a wyvern egg, and there's been some fun around it because people are also after some things at the auction, so we have some intrigue going on. We did some snooping around to find out who's doing what, who's after what, so that was a good time. Our Thursday game, which, by the way, Rabbit is also in, is coming to a close. We literally have like two sessions left of a game that's been going on since October of 2016.
Wow.
So good.
Game.
Yeah. It is. It's the same damn module. Storm King's Thunder. Oh my God, this thing keeps going. And we just found out in the last session that the person who's been doing machinations against the storm giant that we're working with is actually a blue dragon. Yes, Rabbit, that was a blue dragon that killed Shady.
Oh no.
So Imrith is Imrith is the one that killed Shady. Yeah, pretty pissed. But we're looking forward to our next campaign. So done with dragons, yeah, aren't we all? But our next campaign is we're doing module, and we all have a dark secret that we were involved in an assassination, and this will be a really good time. I am playing a very, very young elf. She's an elf, but she's like 17, which is obscenely young. That's what I rolled for her age. Also a noble, so kind of haughty, but kind of not, because she is a rogue, but she's an arcane trick, and her name is Dice. And it's really easy to see because I'm obsessed with Hades Town. But it's Dice, and Rabbit is actually playing, I think at this point, a fallen Aasimar bard whose name is. So we're gonna have a good time.
What's the name?
It is Descent into. So basically, we're going to hell.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Aces Catan.
Aces Catan. Yes, that's going to be Rabbit's new character.
Why does that not sound like a dwarf investigator in a noir novel?
God, yes, that needs to happen in like a Deadlands game,
right? Yeah.
Also, speaking of other games, we're doing a one shot on Wednesday. Upcoming Wednesday of Call of Cthulhu. So I'm really excited because I have not played that since we were in college, which I guess was College of Cthulhu, maybe.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing.
Awesome. Fezgig, what have you been up to?
Well, other than in WoW, I guess in your life, I think binge watching Ugly Delicious on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen that with
what
David
is
Chang.
that?
Ooh, you got to look it up. David Chang, he's a star chef who kind of hunts for some of the interesting things like pizza and chicken wings and other things like that. It's pretty cool. I think I'm on season 1, episode 5, I think, with my wife. Other than that, getting outside. So taking walks. It's springtime here in Indiana, so walks and bike rides, and then having coffee in the morning with backyard little ones, chipmunks, squirrels, rabbits, and what have you. In our
fun.
Really cool. So I am in this next Wednesday celebrating 27 years with married to my best friend. So
Congratulations!
this next week. So I'm not so sure what we're going to be able to do. I think we might get takeout somehow and get food and have it. But
so that's what Tets and I did for our anniversary. Our roommate ordered us takeout from our favorite Mexican place, and she put out candles, and we were told to dress up, and we had a romantic dinner in our living room. So yeah, that's pretty much all you can do right now. And IOU stops being so crazy.
Yeah,
absolutely. In game, I think for the most part, just leveling my cloak. So I got to level 12, and then also leveling my neck up. I figured out that you can build up your neck in WoW beyond the what looks like a cap when you
at
look
80,
your neck. So so got up to 87, and then this morning I tamed Ghost Crawler in
awesome.
Ghost Crab. Yeah, so been trying to get that for quite a while, and finally got that on my ally too.
Excellent! Congratulations on both of those.
Yep, very cool. And Mew, what have you been up to?
Oh, I've been dual wielding, it seems, with my Nintendo Switch controller and with my PS4 controller.
Excellent.
This week.
Final Fantasy
for
VII Remake.
For those not seeing, he's actually holding up both controllers. So if you're listening to the audio, it's pretty fabulous.
And it's just, well, the nature of the two games is it's perfect because Animal Crossing, at least after the initial setup, is a very casual game where you can just kind of do things like, as I was getting distracted because a little balloon was floating across my screen. But it's real easy just to pick up and do something real quick. Whereas Final Fantasy, VII Remake is more intense, but has the occasional break.
Just a little
bit more intense. But really enjoying that. I did play the original, and it's been interesting because it's just seeing them draw out all this backstory you didn't even know from the original game, because I didn't even realize this until I was already playing, but this is the first part. Like, this is episode 1 of Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's not obvious because they don't draw attention to it for obvious reasons. But it was just kind of interesting that this is this 40 hours of game is supposed to happen within the first 8 hours of the original.
Right.
Wow.
Something around those lines. That's how much fleshing out they've done, and it's just been amazing. I mean, obviously the graphics are better, but that's kind of a side thing really with these kind of games. It's just the stuff that's going on, all the mini games. Last night I had gotten to with the main character doing some interesting dressing. There was also some,
I know where you're going to. Okay.
Yeah. Trying not to draw attention to where it is in the story, but also like some really interesting rhythm gaming, like some dance gaming,
right?
And just like it's kind of interesting what they bring in. Like earlier in the game, there was dart throwing, just out of nowhere. Like let's throw some darts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that's why it took them so long to put this game together. It's so chock full of stuff. Yeah.
Lots of details.
And also the voice actors actually make some of the characters likable that were not likable in the orial game.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Like Jesse's
totally
actually relatable.
No, it's like Jesse is like I remember just shelving that character's thought process altogether. But no, it's like she's interesting, she's engaging, she's the only thing I will say is that at least the female characters in this game give a little too much eye contact.
Okay. Does it make it a little disturbing?
Yeah.
A little bit. It's just they and I know it's maybe it's because it's just these type of games, but they zoom way in and you're just kind of like staring as they talk to you. It's like, hey, this thing over here happened, and it's so very intense. But that and beyond those two, I'll mention a little bit later, but also Wastelanders came out for Fallout 76.
Yes.
Right.
So you need to talk about that in the Final Fantasy section. Or No Man's section, actually.
No Man's, it's in the No Man's section now. So that what little time I had left is in there, and WoW has been kind of on a maintenance mode.
Yes, very much.
Both of my raiders have their level 15 cloaks. They both have their at least level 80 necklaces, and honestly, even through heroic, both characters have all the heroic gear they could need. Yeah. So it's like there's not much more for me to do, and as fun as the heroic visions or horrific visions are, when you're souped up, it's just I have nothing to really go into for. Yeah, it's maintenance. Yeah. It's all maintenance. So it's
Yep.
not a bad thing. We need that time, but there's that.
And we'll have a lot more of it coming up, which we'll talk about in the WoW section.
Yep. And then dodging the plague outside.
Yeah.
I had to make the garb covered run out yesterday to see if I can find some Lysol, and I got asked where my scythe was. So
Yeah, I heard about that.
So yeah, I didn't even think about it, but I wear a Kingdom Hearts 13 or Kingdom Hearts Organization 13
Right.
A jacket, and it's got a
yeah.
really nice cloak over it,
Mhm.
and it keeps me very, very well covered. But I didn't even think about the fact of what it made it look like because I'm not staring at myself when I put this on.
Right.
But I just thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, a little bit of levity in what's going on.
I have a problem with I wear the face mask when I go out in public, but I'm a woman that likes lipstick.
Yeah.
So it definitely makes things
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't paint
I'm
it on?
thinking about it.
Oh, there you go.
Or I don't know if
Sorry,
you've seen the masks that they've made for the deaf and the hearing impaired that have the clear cutouts in them so you can see people's lips so they can do lip reading.
Yeah.
That would be one
I
for
see
you.
that.
So
Yeah.
All right. And Sai, what have you been up to?
Oh gosh, what haven't I been up to? Let's see. Gosh, I don't remember the last time I was on here, so brief. Okay. My so my daughter turned 6. Yes, awesome. My son is 18 now. She joined Boy Scouts of America. We have a girls troop in our area, so she's in a girls troop, and they are doing really well. She just got 2nd class rank, and she's working on 1st class. And she's on track to get Eagle, so she's very excited about that.
Great.
So, our weeks have been infinitely more busy now with scouting events over the past year, so that's been kind of crazy. And then last year I did a couple things. I did what they call wood badge training with scouts, and so that's like the highest level of training that you can take. It's like a 2-weekend course, and it's kind of like a Fortune 500 training where you do your typical I don't even know how to describe it at this point, but it's like leadership training. And so you get sorted into critters. There's different critters. So I'm a bear now, officially a bear. And so I finished my ticket. I got all of my stuff done, and I got awarded my beating ceremony. And so I got a new tattoo
Awesome.
to go with it.
Congrats.
Very cool.
So it's me and my kids, and then that's my course number. And I don't know if you can see on the stream, but my bear has the beads on it because I got my beads. So
Fabulous.
that's the new one. And then last summer, I don't know if you can see the emblem, but first year of summer camp, me and my daughter spent in Hawaii for a week.
Rough.
So yeah,
You know what?
So hard.
I don't believe it. I'm against camping, but I think I would be for camping in Hawaii.
Right.
It was a blast. We are not going away to camp this year, though. We are going
No.
to regular summer camp.
Camp will be in the backyard.
Yeah. So the rate things are going.
Yeah.
No, things have been going pretty good. My Ryan got his GED, and he's working on his license, and he's got a job, so he's all excited.
Hey.
Awesome.
And Aaron's doing scouts and orchestra and AP classes, and
Everything.
she's got hit by I don't know how many colleges so far. Like, hey, you
Awesome.
should come visit us, and it's like, oh my gosh, please don't start that already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're hanging in there. We're doing
Awesome.
pretty good, I guess.
Very cool. All right. And yes.
What are you up to?
Yeah.
Holding the chair down. I have a new chair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me too.
No, I got a new chair. I finally had to replace the one that was here, and my daughter promptly stole it, and now it's under her desk. So, building furniture, did that, but no scraped knuckles or anything. It wasn't that bad.
Right.
We
But is
have
it really
been
making-
raiding. in WoW, and we finally got Vexion down again. We got Il'gynoth down last Sunday. I'm trying to think, did we raid? No, Wednesday. Just days of the week just blend in.
Yeah.
So sometime we got them. No, we skipped last Sunday. This Wednesday we got them down, and we're gonna take out Carapace and the main fight after that tonight. So that's our big thing. Our friend Mills has joined us. So we've
Damn it, Mills.
Yes, we've added another ringer to our roster. So we're having fun with that. But most of my time, honestly, has been spent for now in Final Fantasy 14. I got all my profession quest stuff done through level 40. I got all my gatherers to level 80. Got my machinist up to level 50 and got her outfit for the level 50 stuff. That was a good story. And I'm now working on my monk/pugilist, which is an odd story. I'm hoping once I get out of ARR into Heaven's Ward, it becomes more monkish and not just, hey, take this box, go put it here, beat up a bunch of stuff, and then bring me the box and I'll yell at you for doing it wrong. So
Right.
Well, I mean, the guildmaster is really weird.
yeah. Yeah. So I'm hoping the story it's got potential. I just want to see where the story goes. But that's mainly what I've been working on. We had so many people last night for map night. We could have fielded 3 groups. Much like New Braid and Rao had to split into 2 groups. We had to split. We had one in the Final Fantasy channel, and we took over the Winchester for map night because I think we had 19 people show up for map night. So yeah, that was fun. So that's where I've been spending my time. But now, with the double rep and the double experience coming back, it's tempting to come back to WoW. The problem is I also hit the 100 exalted reps in WoW. So all the reps other than the 2 PvP reps I've got done. And it's like, okay, so the double rep isn't helping. The double XP, we'll see. I might level up a couple tunes. We'll see.
I'm honestly kind of debating that myself because it's like, well, do you wait for the level squish and the whole new experience where you actually get to stay in a whole expansion for the entire time?
Yeah.
Or do we just power through real quick?
Right. Well, see, most of mine are at 110, so it's taking them through BFA stuff again. And the problem is, I think with the double XP, essentially you spend the entire your entire leveling process in one zone. So
well, not even if you if you upgrade your heirlooms from 110 to 120. I just did this on my druid. I finally leveled her.
Right.
In one night, I went from 110 to 120, and I did not even make it through. I only made it through 5 of 7 chapters in Vol'dun.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
and that's it. And
that's my big problem
I hit
is
120.
with the alpha out, no one said anything about heirlooms because it's like, do I want to drop all that gold to upgrade the heirlooms when they haven't told us what they're going to do with them in the expansion?
I just did the leather set. I haven't upgraded any of the rest of them. I'm like, I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, see, I've got everything, all the armor at 110 and need to upgrade it to 120. All my weapons, I stopped at 100 because at 100 you get the Legion weapon for 10 levels. And then, it was kind of like, do I want to drop the gold? So, I don't know. That's part of what's preventing me from leveling is I want to know what they're going to do with heirlooms. So, but
I forgot to mention. So my husband's working from home now because he's essential with IT.
Right.
And he has. So this, I'm borrowing his screen that he set up for his work computer.
What? Yeah.
But it was funny. Macaulay was talking about the kittens, and we have a black cat as well. And so my husband refers to her as the worst coworker ever.
Yeah.
saw that post.
No, see, my
Yeah.
coworker tried to knock the screen down twice already. So yeah.
Yeah. And I was amazed because I was leading a training class on Monday. I was amazed that the coworkers did not come in and try to
Take
take
over.
the class also.
Oh, he'll be on a phone with a client, and she starts just talking into his phone. And
Fabulous.
he's like, "Excuse my coworker."
It's a little out of control.
She's training. She's in training. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's okay.
All right. Well, we will be digging into more WoW shortly. Kind of got sidetracked there. But
Oh yeah, we never do that.
I know. First, let's cover this week's news.
AIE News.
All right. In community news, we want to remind you of all the mandatory fun nights where fun is mandatory, but attendance is not. Although we've been seeing a lot more of you in Discord voice channels, so keep up the good work. Starting in 6 minutes, Star Trek
Go
Online.
go.
Yep, Star Trek Online will be hosting their mandatory fun night. That's 8:30 p.m. Eastern Sundays. Monday, Guild Wars 2 is 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday is SOTOR 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. max time, just so he doesn't get confused. Wednesday, Final Fantasy 14. They have a just get-together fun night. Friday, ESO, 9 p.m. Eastern. Also, Friday is Final Fantasy 14 late night. I think that's when they've been doing the not the extreme raids, but the just get together and have fun. Saturday is Lord of the Rings at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Saturday is also New Braid and WoW at 11 p.m. Eastern, and it's also map night in Final Fantasy 14 at 9:30 p.m. Eastern.
All right, and in streaming and guild podcast news, SOTOR Escape Podcast 334, Scoundrel. I like the sound of that. Maxima and EPC 334 discuss. They decide there aren't enough scoundrels in their lives, so they roll a couple. And I take it they don't mean roll them to get their credits.
No.
All right, and in SOTOR Escape Podcast 335, The Amazing Race. The team delves into, I can't read. The team delivered an event walkthrough and behind the scenes planning breakdown for the recent Amazing Race Guild event. And in Working Class Nerds news, episode 70, Nick Danger. While Nick is on the front lines fighting COVID-19, Marcus is joined by his good friend to co-host the show. And in episode 71, Sith Lord Brit Take 2, Nick is back! Yay! Sith Lord Brick is back! Yay! Nick Marcus as well. Well, he didn't go anywhere, guys. It's Marcus. Working Class Nerds is ready to dive into SOTOR's big dev post and discuss some other great and fun things.
Righty. Now, in Nomads news, make sure to check out the Animal Crossing channel in Discord, where we chat about turnip prices, whose island has what stock in their shops, and social gathering in-game on our various islands. Lank did a happy hour last night in Animal Crossing. It was in channel along with Dan Kenya. Keep an eye out for future events. The Nomad channel is hopping with Animal Crossing questions and discussion as well.
Yep. And I forgot that we created a separate channel because we had so much activity in the Nomads channel. So
Awesome.
Yeah, we're trying to funnel it all into the Animal Crossing channel now that Nomads can have a little bit more room.
Exactly.
Because there's games like Wastelanders, Fallout 76. Wastelanders launched this week and is a dramatic improvement on the game. We have actual human NPCs finally. There's storylines, dialogue choices, and a general feeling of, hey, this is a Fallout game.
Good.
Excellent.
So
I know
how
that's
is it?
missing.
Amazing. And to also to give a caveat, I was in the secret beta, so I was playing it a lot ahead of time. But it's like a whole new game now. And in fact, they actually transitioned the humans in really well. And in fact, it's even set up so that if you're just now starting a brand new character, and they made sure to test this too, it's fine. Like you can step out of the vault as a brand new character and do everything just fine. But they also the characters they adapt. It's like, oh, you've been out for a while, or oh, hey, you just got it out of the vault. Like either way, it's gonna figure it out.
Okay.
And it's it feels like a completely different game. They fixed a lot of the annoying bugs over. There's a few new ones, of course, that's gonna happen, but nothing that's game breaking like it has been in the past. And it feels like a completely different game. It feels a lot smoother. There's a lot more helpful people back. I don't know how they did it, but the annoying PvPers don't seem to be around as much anymore. Maybe they got tired of it. But yeah, it's night and day. It feels like I'm playing a Fallout game again. It's
awesome.
It's pretty good.
Great.
Very cool. And in Division 2 news, seasons are still going strong with the second manhunt target available now. Clan activity has trickled down a bit since launch. I recommend you reach out to fellow agents in Discord to look for groups and plan out missions.
And in Diablo 3 news, Season 20 began on March 13th, the season of the Forbidden Archives. The buff this season allows you to equip any 3 items in the Kiana's Cube rather than restricting you to one from each category. Rewards in this season include making the session 8 rewards available to any who missed them and a new pet bat. There's more than a handful of folks who love to dive into each season, are willing to help you get started and knock off the season's achievements and help you earn rewards. Seek them out in the No Man's channel, of course, in Discord.
And in Destiny 2 news, which is not Division 2, which had me confused for a moment, did you know that Destiny 2 is free to play and available on Steam? There are still some AIE members who love to run around in this game as well. The new season in Destiny 2 is called Season of the Worthy and lasts through June 9th. Link your Twitch Prime account with your Destiny account to receive new drops each month. And speaking of Steam, we do have an AIE Steam group. Doesn't get a lot of use given the community's Discord. However, if you're more Steamy than Discordy, check it out. And it's steamcommunity.com/group/AIE Guild.
All right. So for WoW news, we had a couple of things pop up from Blizzard. One of them is that they are extending the Winds of the Wisdom buff, experience gained by 100%. Anybody who's been playing WoW recently has experienced that buff for their alts. And Blizzard has listened and heard us, and they are now extending that buff until the release of Shadowlands pre-patch. So if you kind of were hesitating on leveling those alts, you got plenty of time now to get in the game and do it.
Yeah.
And this,
I was confused by why they limited it to April 20th. I'm like, at this point, you're not releasing new content. So realistically, what else are we going to do? Just extend it out,
Yeah.
And so I'm glad they did.
Yeah, it's nice for alts. I've got a few of them leveled up now from that, so it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
And speaking of buffs, they are beginning April 20th, which is tomorrow, through May 18th. Players can get Exalt in the reputation buff. Basically, it will increase reputation gains by 100% with Legion and Battle for Azeroth factions, not including the 2 new ones, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Nope. And I still am honored with them, so I still can't buy contract patterns to make contracts, and it makes me sad.
Well, in WoW Classic news, Olgarub is out. That's a 20-man, resets every 3 days. Gear is raidish with a new reputation and lots of class items to get. And Silithus is being retaken by the Cenarian Hold. That's Elf Druids, new reputation, giving quite a lot of new things to farm.
Excellent. And in SOTOR news, this Thursday, 6.1.1 will drop. It will mark the start of the double XP event that will run for the month. Time to roll up that assassin that you've been dreaming about, hence, scoundrels. And what's not to love about striking out from the shadows with your double-bladed lightsaber? Ooh, that does sound fun.
Mm-hmm.
Along with double XP will come some conquest quality of life changes, more ways for instant travel, class changes, and a host of bug fixes. Next week also brings Bounty Contract Week, and MFN will be on the pub side. On April 10th, Corley conducted our version of the Amazing Race for our April Mega. It was a ton of fun and exceptionally well attended. Thanks to everyone who helped out and who came. May Mega will be a Datacron hunt.
Those are always fun.
They are.
And over in Elder Scrolls Online news, Greymoor, the next chapter / expansion of ESO, comes out May 18th for PC. The new area will be familiar, yet different for anyone who's played Skyrim. I've heard of that Skyrim game. We will be visiting Western Skyrim, but much earlier in the timeline than when we were in the Elder Scrolls V game. The expansion will also take us into the depths of Blackreach, a massive underground realm that the Prologue quests we recently did just touched on. Mandatory Fun Night is Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, and join everyone to escape from reality with friends while we run around dungeons, clear zone, and laugh when Kenya falls off cliffs.
Which happens often.
Yep. Both in video games and D&D.
Yeah, luckily she does not do it on road trips.
No.
That's good.
In Final Fantasy XIV news, map nights are still a major highlight as we're fielding 2+ full groups for maps, excitement, and pockets lined with Gil. We had at least in our group, we weren't getting a lot of portals, but we still ended up with 500,000 Gil by the end of the night. So
Nice.
yeah, it's very worth it for just hanging out, having fun, but also it's a little bit lucrative. It's not bad.
Yeah.
If you can log in at that time, I highly recommend it.
Yeah. Anyone level 80 is welcome to join us, and bringing maps is not required, but highly appreciated. Map nights are Saturday nights, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. We coordinate via Discord voice in the AIE Final Fantasy XIV channel, and we form up groups in front of the AIE FC house on Goblin. So if you're on the link shell in one of the other servers, make sure you transfer to Goblin. If you have anyone that's online in Goblin and friended, you can teleport to them when they're at the FC house. That'll get you there. So we will see you there, treasure hunters, and bring those Skittles. Inside reference. All right. Tuesday night's fun night is still going on as a legacy raid night. Last week we completed most of Alexander Normal, completing the father and son wings. Encounters A1N, Alex 1 normal, to A18N, Alex 8 normal, on Tuesday night, with some spillover to Friday night, finishing off the creator wing, Alexander 9 to Alexander 12. Alexander was the 8-player raid of the Heavensward expansion, level 60. It's a great story with some great encounters. Hope to see you at the next fun night on Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Gather in the AIE Final Fantasy XIV Discord. Also, don't forget, legacy raids are a great way to farm up some poetics, which in-game folks could use to grab some relic weapons, just saying. Yeah, for anyone that missed the most recent patch, you get your initial weapon for, I think for free, but then any future weapons you have to get are what, 80,000 gil, Mew?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I forget.
And then there are also poetics and other stuff involved. So it's a good time, but I think it's I'm trying to remember. I think it's a 480 weapon, 460 or 480 weapon. It's definitely an upgrade for a lot of people. All right, and Thursday nights are Extreme Night, where we do more challenging content. Past couple of weeks, we've been going into Eden normals to assist gearing up and get comfortable with some of the mechanics that may be presented to us in Savage modes. Stand on this pixel, don't move. Okay, now move. There you go. There's the whole Savage mode strategy. We strongly encourage signups for this event, as the Savage content is not for the faint of heart. Please speak with Abo or Duras for details on the raid team and access to the raid Discord. And if you're looking for something that can only be purchased with free company credits to really hit the spot on your apartment, house, or free company room, speak to an officer to buy it for you. For a donation to the free company vault of 10 gil per free credit point, free company point, you can have the free company purchase the item on your behalf. The gil goes right back into the free company vault to finance guild events. And the FC airships and submarines are in full force, bringing back tons of items for the free company to use. To see what they're bringing back, check out the blog posts that are up on AIE-guild.org. That is all for now, and enjoy your adventures in AIE and in Eorzea.
Hey guys, if you're an STO, please report to Fleet Night. It started 8 minutes ago. Or if you're listening to this on the podcast recording, Fleet Nights are of course Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. The first contact event is still going on. This finishes up on April 30th. The new patrol for the event has a few new Easter eggs in it. Starting April 24th and going through May 4th, the winter event will be coming back. Who thought there'd be snow in April? Damn it, Q! There is a free med pack giveaway going on to honor all the real life healers in the world. The pack includes a new vanity shield that gives your starship a nice white and red and white look, a new Admiralty card, the USS Hope, and a special EMH. The Klingons get a female Orion EMH, while the Starfleet fleet gets Dr. Bashir. Awesome.
Yep.
Finally, they're still making progress on their Spire, Embassy, and K-13 projects. Congratulations, STO.
Congrats.
And in Lord of the Rings Online news, Saturday, April 25th, SNL will be at a special time. It will be from 9 to 11 Eastern, or 8 to 10 max time. On the 25th, we will be doing PVMP. For more details, check the blog post or message me along AeroShield on Discord. And I believe PVMP is when some people are the monsters and then some people are the players.
Yep.
Always a very unique thing for that game. All instances, skirmishes, and quests are still free to play until the 30th.
Yep. And there's a blog post up about the event. All right. Well, with that, let's get back to Sai and Fezgig and find out what is going on in WoW.
Yes.
Woo! So before we get started on WoW news, since this is the first time Fez has joined us on the podcast, I just have a few important questions. Hi. Pancakes or waffles?
Both, unless my daughter wants them, and then it's waffles.
Good answer.
Favorite class in WoW?
Hunter, all the way.
Well, everything is a hunter weapon. It's a well-known fact.
That's right. And the most important one: crispy or wiggly bacon?
Both.
Oh,
what is wiggly bacon? That sounds.
Oh, that sounds awful.
And it's horrible. My husband loves it, and it's horrible.
It's where it's
prosciutto. Does that count?
Yes.
Okay,
prosciutto.
that's
if it's in
acceptable
prosciutto form, that counts.
Yeah.
But
All right.
if you're talking wiggly, no.
Like bacon?
Yeah.
It's you just barely cook it just enough to be
Oh
legal.
my God, that sounds awful. Stop it.
No, it's gotta be like it's a salt stick. That's the best way.
The thick cut bacon that's been baked perfectly and it's meaty and I know I don't eat bacon, but still that's the way you eat it.
Exactly.
She doesn't even eat bacon, and she knows how to make bacon.
I do. 400 for about 30 minutes, and then you put brown sugar on top.
Yes, because it's awesome.
Yes. Anyway, I had to get that out.
That's very important questions.
That's right. That's the important question. I don't think you understand. I made a Google quiz for my raid teams, and those are some of the questions on this Google quiz, and I scored them by points, and then I made the raid team take the quiz, and I did not even get a perfect score on my own quiz. So
Sai, the ones that are always in trouble, they're the ones that like wiggly bacon, aren't they?
Yeah,
that's right.
I bet. Yeah.
Points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not even pass my own quiz. I forgot what some of the answers were. And at the very end, it says the points don't matter. It's just for my own amusement.
Well, they're totally made up and they don't matter.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
What's that quote?
Whose raid team is this anyway?
Right. I didn't mention it earlier, but I do have to give a shout out to my raid team on the Horde side, DOA. They are doing awesome. They are raiding tonight without me. They're yelling at me for skipping raid for something like a podcast. I don't know what's going on with that. But
Lead raider privilege.
I know, right? But we've done a full clear in normal, so we've killed Nazoth once. Hopefully they clear it tonight. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
Carapace is down.
Woo! Good job,
According
team.
to Zod, the quick reporting from Zod, even if he likes chewy bacon, he's giving some live reporting. Oh, and Zod's wipe number 1.
Darn.
Sorry.
Ooh. And we are 5 bosses down on heroic. So
Nice.
Good job to the team. Yeah.
Excellent.
Cool.
The Horde side is going great. We have a lot of raid teams pushing AOTC and Mythic content. And we had some raid teams coming back too. So I want to give a quick shout out. I know Filthy Casuals has come back. And they started up again, and they did the whole raid bank thing, and they took over Comatose. So I'm not good with words.
Yep.
Comatose.
No, you're good.
You know what I mean. And speaking of Filthy Casuals, Gusty teamed up with some of their leadership to come up with an idea they did a couple of weeks ago, using the XP boost for leveling allied races and other races right now. So they're asking people to group up together in guild chat, and they're calling it Filthy Leveling. So
Excellent. Love that.
They're doing a couple hours here, a couple hours there, getting people together, running dungeons and stuff now that the way the scaling works. So your allied races start at 20, and all the way up to level 60, you can still group together in the group finder through dungeons, and it just scales everything. So they're getting everybody together and doing that. So that's been a lot of fun. Our current co-guild is Comatose, and we're getting close to 500 people in there the last I looked. And once we do, we're going to pick a new co-guild for invites. So when we get that new co-guild picked up and we hit that 500 mark, keep an eye out on Discord over the next few weeks, and we'll let you know what that change is and which co-guild we're going to. And then I have to give a shout out. Last weekend, for the first time in WoW in a long time, a new raid ran 2 raid groups. We capped out and had to run 2 raids. So Team 1 with Kinney got 4 bosses down, and Team Alpha with me, Sai, got 3 bosses down. So that was really cool. We got 7 bosses. And then last night, well, that was with 40 people. Last night, we even had more. We had 42 people split between the 2 raid groups, and both teams got 4 bosses down. So we actually got 8 bosses down. And Kinney's group actually went and did puppies, and my group actually went and did soccer. So technically, New Braid has got 5 different bosses down now, if you really want to look at it. So it's been a lot of fun.
That's great, though, that Noob had 2 raids going. But
yeah, it's been crazy.
Did you tank the floor?
No, that's
because
I had
it's not new, but doesn't each part of Noob need someone on the floor telling people what to do?
No, but
I can say I tanked Noob, but I didn't tank the floor.
Okay,
I tanked the boss.
I'm just asking because know
the warlocks tank the floor, the tanks tank the boss.
Yeah. Okay. I'm making sure because need to make sure it's all the way.
We did have a floor tank though, because we had somebody who had literally just dinged 120 in green gear.
Oh God, that's amazing.
So even on trash, like anything that exploded just instantly killed him. So
but that's like that's what though, if you're going to ding 120 and get into a raid, that's a raid to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, so Sai, have you guys in any of your raid teams done the corruption trash pulls? You put on all your corrupted gear and see how long you can survive trash, because one of 2 things is going to happen. You're either going to die instantly when something looks at you wrong, or you're going to get that proc and it's just going to blow up all the trash. We did this a couple times pulling trash in Furt Raid, and the number of times Saint died was just it was amazing. Yeah.
Okay, I am gonna do that next time.
Yeah.
No.
It was 100.
Do it on the Horde side. Don't do it on the Ally side.
He had 120 corruption. That's above what his cloak was mitigating. He had 120 corruption on, and his wife Rabbit raids with us, and we were talking about beforehand. He's like, "Do you guys mind if I do this?" I said, "No, she's gonna let you die anyway, so it's fine." And Yeah, it was completely worth it because you would just literally watch his health and he'd be at 100 and then dead. And you're like, what happened? And he's like, I got hit by the edge of an AoE that, because at 120 corruption, I forget the numbers, but it was something he was taking like,
it's like I put
200%
all of my
more
corruption gear
damage
on
and
one.
200% less healing. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
Well,
I put on all of mine one night just for fun. I didn't even do anything, and I had like 126 or 128, and it was like 98% more damage done to you and 98% less healing that you're able to take.
No, it was.
Yeah, and then
I
there's
was
the thing
like,
from
yeah,
beyond
that's not gonna
too.
work.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. So we asked him like, how big is your corruption circle, and it was literally taking
It's
up
like
the entire Vexiona's room. It took up the entire area that Vexiona is in. And then we said, so how fast is the thing from beyond running at you? He says, I don't even see it spawn. It just spawns and is like on top of him and dead.
Oh wow.
wow.
Oh yeah. It's
No.
it's great.
I have never tried that. I want to try that now.
Yeah. Cat got
What
it.
you could turn it. What you can turn on to see everybody's eyeballs.
Yeah.
Run
Right?
Because
Yeah.
otherwise, it looks like you're looking at somebody and they're half dead, and like, what's happening? What's wrong with you? Is something wrong with
Stop
you?
hitting yourself.
Or they
Stop
can-
hitting
Stop
yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
So I think
No.
you did more damage in our last raid night from your own corruption than you
I
did
think
from
I
the
did
bosses.
too. So, I do have some corruption on the Alliance side, but on the Horde side, I'm actually tanking, and I also have enough corruption that it's spawning a thing from beyond on my tank.
God.
So there's times when I'm tanking, and then I have my corruption circle, I'm slowed, and then one night on top of that, I got hit with two things from beyond at the same time.
Yep.
And I kind of
God.
exploded, and they're like, "What happened to the tank?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was my corruption. I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
Yeah, I went poof, and then my husband he heals for us, and we have really good healers, especially on both sides. But on DOA, they make fun of me all the time. So G's always yelling at me because I have the ability where meta pops every so often, like with my abilities. So I never actually pop Metamorphosis on my Demon Hunter. So they're always yelling at me for not using my rate cooldown. But then my husband, who's trying to heal me, yells at me because meta increases your HP by 50%. So my HP goes from like 800,000 something to like 1.2 million. And he's like, I put my big heals on you and your health bar doesn't move.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, see, now if I would have popped meta, you'd be yelling about that. And then it's just a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
But no, I got to try that one night. One time when we do an alt night, I want to do that in DOA. I'm going to have everybody put on corruption. Just do it.
rolls. Yeah.
Yep.
Corruption trash.
Yep.
But anyway, Fez, why don't you talk to us about the Alliance side since I see you over there all the time?
Yes.
Sure. Alliance side AIE Virtus celebrated its 1-year anniversary in March. Woohoo! With over 290 characters, so I'm sure there's a lot of us that have many, many alts in there. But any given time on the Alliance side, guys, we've had anywhere from 8 to 12 people on. The last couple of weeks, for whatever reason, we've seen even more people online regularly.
I can't imagine why.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder.
Recruiting new people alts are joining us just about every day. It seems like I'm saying welcome aboard. It's like, oh, it's just me, my other alt. But we have seen some new people come back to the game, which was kind of cool. I think today I saw in guild chat somebody was coming back after having left the Alliance side in Burning Crusade. So that's quite a gap to come back.
Wow. Yeah.
I saw. I think I saw somebody who applied today too that put in their note that they haven't been in game since Wrath of the Lich King, and they were coming back and they joined our Alliance side. So that was
Very
cool
cool.
to see,
That's
too.
great.
What's still kind of baffles me a little bit is that there are still many AIE Horde side that are still unaware that we have an allied team. So Team Blue does exist. We're over there. We're in it to have fun, and it's the same guild environment as the Horde side is. So
I have to say,
Don't acknowledge it.
he says Team Blue, but then when I asked him about it in our quiz about whether or not you like Horde side better or not more, but whether you play Horde side,
said favorite color.
Favorite color, and he goes, his favorite color is purple because
It
he
is.
bleeds blue and red for Horde and Alliance.
There you go.
That's
Perfect.
right. Hell froze over, so HFO, our raid team. We've been raiding for. Let's see, we started raiding a few months back, and we had a full 20-man raid this last Friday night, which was really awesome. Normal, Nyalotha, we're not quite to the heroics yet. Rathion's RNG gave us a really crazy grief. I think we wiped three times.
We had that the other night.
Yeah,
I thought something changed, but it was really.
It was like
safe spot
what
to-
3 wipes or something on it just
Yeah.
because of the RNG. Oh, that sucks
Yeah,
so
we
much.
actually-
Was yours?
We usually run him, and it's like he'll look one direction when he takes off, right before he takes off, and you're like, okay, so everyone head to that one. Then all of a sudden, when he lands, he's looking over here, and you've got like 1 pixel of room to stand on, and it's like, just forget it. And then other times it was like, it wasn't 1 raid marker; he was like 2 complete raid markers
Oh my
off, and it's
gosh.
like, just wipe it.
That
it's like-
that makes it
Yeah.
really really challenging.
It
Yeah,
is.
because he's literally on the we're on the side opposite where we're supposed to, but he doesn't leave a spot for us.
Ugh.
And we look over, and it's over. Like you said, it's 2 raid markers over. It's in the middle when he's
Yeah.
down. It makes no sense. And
Yeah,
it's just totally random. It does that, and for us, it did it twice in a row, and we were just like, really?
Yeah.
I think that happened to us in New Braid last week. I think we wiped like 3 times in New Braid just because we kept getting crappy RNG. And then because it's New Braid, there's a lot of people in there who don't know the mechanics. So they're all trying to run through fire with low gear. And it took out like half the raid. And it's like, yeah, just start over.
At one point, it seemed like some of the new folks, the handful of new folks that joined us, are like, "Uh-oh, is this going to be a long night?" But after we got through Rathion, we one-shotted Prophet and Dark Inquisitor, and then Hive Mind, and then we took a couple of tents at Raden, which I think you all know is, if you don't know that dance, it can be kind of challenging. So, but the team's learning the strat. We've gotten Puppy down a couple of times. We didn't attempt it this last Friday night, but
The Raden, I have to give credit to the raid team though. So over the course, I mean, this is a fairly new raid team compared to other raid teams in, the Horde side that have been raiding together for years. Like, we're fairly new people. We're getting new people every week that are joining the raid team. We did a very brief breakdown of Raden, did 1 shot at it and died at the first orb basically because we screwed up a mechanic. Came back, did the second attempt, and got him down to, what did we get him down to? 60% or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So huge improvement. So kudos to the guys on HFO because that was just amazing. I was so happy.
Wait till we get to
Great.
40. That's when it really gets fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Radan down, but our wall had been Ilganoth just balancing between the killing the ads coming out and doing that. But we had enough, we got him down on the final phase where you've closed all 3 doors and the ads are just pouring out. And it's like, we got him down to about 30%. Somebody's like, you think we should just focus on the boss and maybe time more bloodlust? I'm like, yes, we should. And then we just burned him straight down. But you had people like literally kiting the ads around the tanks, trying to keep DPS up and dodge all the puddles. That fight's a disaster, but it's fun.
And it was a wall for H&H as well, because on top of all that fun you just had, during his phase, he starts mind controlling people.
Oh, during
And
the heroic
it's-
phase, yeah.
And it's a plague version of the mind control. So if that person touches you, then you're now mind controlled, and it just
Oh,
becomes
so
this-
it's like the unintentional kiss from Blood Queen Lanithel. Gotcha.
Yep. So that's a wall for a lot of teams.
I'm sure.
We're still having fun. People are still getting some gear, so we're going to continuing our fresh runs each week. Maybe think about a lockout in the future, but we have never turned anyone away to join. So if you're interested, please, look for an invite or ask for an invite. We just asked for a minimum eye level about 410 and a rank 1 cloak. If you can get that, We raid from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern time, and we do have a lot of cross-realm friends. So if you
Neat.
are in a different realm, please, you're welcome to join us as well.
What
And then I
night
want to
is
give a
that
quick.
that you
That's
raid?
Friday.
Friday nights. Yep.
And then I want to give a little shout out to Crop Circle for helping folks with vision runs and helping them to level their cloaks. He wasn't able to attend raid night, which was another reason why I thought maybe we were having bad RNG. Our good luck druid wasn't there. And then a shout out to Science Sport for making raid night so much fun, guys. It really is just a very low stress kind of fun learning environment. The way that they kind of teach new people how to do the mechanics is not screaming and yelling. It really is enjoyable. So lastly, shout out to all of those who came out and shared Friday night with us. It was really kind of cool to see, that many people show up to play on the ally side. So
And just to verify, because Rabbit had asked this, the ally side, much like the horde side, we are on Earthen Ring, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah, our Friday night raid team is like maybe like a half a step above Noob Raid.
Right.
and difficulty. The other reason we said maybe level 410 is because when we first started out, we didn't always have enough people to raid.
Mhm.
And so instead of doing the normal raid, we would do LFR, and LFR minimum eye level is 410.
Perfect.
But we've brought people in that's been under that and carried them through. I mean, like Fez says, we haven't really turned anybody away. We're just, hey, if you want to join us, more the merrier. 10 million druids and hunters, but it is what it is.
I mean, but you still have bloodlust. So every time we need to have something that's usually heroism, Sai calls for bloodlust. So
fabulous, of course.
Usually, I'll call bloodlust, and I'll be like, "Wait, that's not what it is. It's that other thing."
Heroism or bloodlust.
Yeah, we call it time lust or blood warp.
Yeah.
Just...
I think I called it Murgle Gurgle one night. I don't remember.
Yeah. No, we've done that. We actually had a call and somebody said, "All right, mages hit heroism," and there was just dead silence. Somebody goes, "We don't have that spell."
Oh God! Right.
You know what we meant.
Yeah.
I think we were in New Braid last night, and one of my regular DOA members was on an alt. On a warrior, and we were like trying to get through this Skitra, and I was like, "Hey, Mott, can you drop like a rallying cry or something, during that second, illusion?" And he's like, "Crap, where's that spell at?" And this is like halfway through the fight. Yeah. We're already like going. I'm like, he's like, "I don't know where that is."
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. But we have a good time. We have a good time on the Alliance side. We have a good time on the Horde side. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. And definitely should join us in WoW if you are considering it. Pop in, say hi. Like Fez said, especially on the Alliance side, we're totally doing cross realm. We have a lot of friends, people on friends list. The nice thing about the Alliance side, which is a little harder on the Horde side, is that the Alliance side has all the benefits and everything of AIE. It's family friendly. Everybody is chatting, but there's such a smaller number of us that everybody's like, "Oh, hey, how are you? How are you?" Like everybody knows logging in. So it's like, "Oh yeah, here's my BattleNet. Here's my BattleNet." It's like everybody's on everybody's friends list. And then it's like cross realming. It's just, invite, bring your friends. Kutta Spork, he brought in a coworker of his that plays WoW, who brought in his wife, who brought in their best friend, who brought in his wife. So last week we ended up with 3 new raid members because his coworker had raided with us the week before. So and they're all on a different realm. So bring your friends.
Yeah, I know a lot of us back in the day before there was a Alliance AIE created characters on CTR. Well, those characters can cross-realm play with the AIE Alliance. Mm-hmm. Just remember, that alt I have, that alt can play with these people.
Exactly.
Yeah, you do not have to pay. You do not have to pay for a realm transfer to play with us.
Nope.
We have. I think Elion plays on his paladin, and he comes from I think CTR from Airy Pink too. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of fun. So
And I think don't you have a community, alliance community for AIE? So
yeah, we have a community just like the Horde side has a community. We have a community on the Alliance side as well.
That way you
So
can still like
hop in
get
there.
some kind of chat, even if you're cross realm.
Yep.
But
Yeah. Yep.
Very
But-
cool.
That's a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Just as a reminder, I know you guys have probably mentioned it here before. I know it's been on the blog post, it's been in Discord. We still get questions about it. Yamami is dead. We do not have to do Yamami applications. So for all you people who are coming back to the game because you are stuck at home or bored or the 100% XP or whatever the reason is, you do not have to put a Yamami application in for WoW anymore. So or any other game. So you can always find the guild officers in Discord in the hashtag LFO channel. Just go in there and type in and say, hey, I'm looking for an officer. And please put in what game division, because we don't all play all the games. I mean, I wish we could, but we don't.
Right.
Or you can ping us officers at officers, or you can there's even, I think, at WoW officers and stuff if you want to get even more specific. And on the WoW side, you can always request WoW guild invites via the in-game system that we're using now. If you you go into the guilds and communities, which is J is the shortcut on your keyboard. Do a search in the search box for Alia Acta Est. You can find the Horde Guild or the Alliance Guild, depending on which side you're on, for whichever side you're playing. And you can request an invite to the guild, even if there's no officers on. So that's the nice thing, is you can click on that and ask for an invite, even if it's 3 a.m. and there's no officers awake. When we log in the next day, the officers have been really good about going in daily and alts and just checking those applications and accepting them. The big thing is, though, is there's not a big notification marker that you got accepted. So you need to make sure that the next time you log into that character, go back to guilds and communities, which is, again, J, and accept the guild invite. It does not automatically put you in the guild. You have to go back and accept the invite after the officers accept it. So there is a lot of applications on both sides that are approved, but those alts or new people have not actually joined the guild yet because they haven't went back in, accepted the guild invite. So make sure you guys are going back in and accepting that guild invite.
Perfect.
Yep.
double up in.
And then I hang out in there quite a bit, guys. So if that's too hard or you run into issues, just PM me or whisper me, and I'd be happy to help too.
Awesome.
And so for some reason, I don't know why, Tetsemi, maybe you can remind me, but when we set up the Alliance Guild, we set it up with the pleb rank still. I don't know why. So if you are still ranked as a pleb on the Alliance side, but you're actively playing and everything, just flag me down the next time you see me or one of the other officers, and we can promote you back up to cohort where it's supposed to go. I have not taken the time to go in to fix that yet. That is on my to-do list. That is, I don't know how long, but that only applies to the Alliance side. I don't know why it's different right now, but it is. But if you need a promotion, please do it. And there is a lot of stuff in the Alliance Guild Bank. Please, if you need to level a profession, there is so much stuff. People have been so generous setting up the Alliance Guild Bank. It is unreal. So please go use that stuff, get your professions leveled, and everything else.
Very cool. All right. And just a quick congratulations to the SOTOR group. They just killed the world boss on Mech Shaw. There's a good Lord,
Excellent.
there's got to be at least 20, 30 people in the SOTOR channel right now. So grats team on that.
Ooh.
All right. Well, that is going to be our show for tonight. And while the chat room begins suggesting show titles, we want to thank Sai and Fezgig for joining us. Thank you guys very much.
Thank y'all.
You
Thanks for
guys?
having us.
Yep. And yeah, just Sai,
Yep.
you were on Twitter at Cyrene AIE. Fezgig, have you joined the Twitters, or are you still anonymous?
I do. I use it for work though, so I don't
No
have
worries. All
Work
right.
anonymous.
So if you want to find Fezgig, best way is probably AIE Discord, or just hop in the Alliance side and look for his characters.
Yes.
He is on Fez something. So if you see Fez with
Right,
something
okay.
after it, you're
Very
pretty much
familiar
like a
to me.
95% sure it's him.
So it's kind of like the Ed See Me with Tet.
Yes.
You got it.
Yeah, or the Gajora that's spelled 50 million different ways,
Right,
or
right.
Haru.
Or Zod.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it just
Yep.
makes it, it makes it a little easier to kind of, it's kind of the beginning of the end, or it's kind of like changing your password when you just change a few things up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And if you have questions or comments for the show, email us at podcast@aie-guild.org. You can follow us on Twitter. The show is at AIE Podcast. Mew is at The Mew Cow. I am at Cyberwave, and Tensemi is at Ivory Tiger. We record live with video every other Sunday, approximately, at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Join the chat room and play along with us on the website, aie-guild.org/podcast-live-stream. And our Discord server, of course, for the chat is under the AIE Discord guild under podcasts. Our theme was composed by the amazing Andrew Allen. Follow him at Keys with Soul or visit his website, andrewallenmusic.com.
And this is normally where our segments would be, but we haven't gotten any this week. I know Hunts has been very busy and having some other stuff going on.
I've kind of been dual wielding different games, so my hands are full. I can't do anything. But
Right.
some of our others out there, if you have any extra free time, and feel like giving us a segment, go ahead and send one in. We'll happily accept it.
All right. And next time, we will be talking to the mistress of floor tanking herself, Kenny. So, question. How can she floor tank while she's falling off cliffs? We'll find
She's
out
talented.
and
She's
ask her
talented.
about this in ESO. So until then, AIE, this is Tetsemi,
This is Makala.
This is Mewcow.
and this has been the AIE Podcast. Woo!
Yay!
All right, and you guys, Sai and Fezgig, you need to look at the bottom of the doc. We're putting the show titles in there, and you get a pick.
Well, I know which one I like, but that's because I wrote it. So,
Right.
and I've been on the show. I've been on the show many times, so I'm
So
gonna
you
let
know you can do
Fez.
that.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Fez pick the one that he wants to do.
Oh, and
All
Sai
right, let's-
Zod says they're still working on Inzoth if you want to join.
Oh boy, I get to log in and raid.
Well, you're in the chair already. May as well.
Yeah,
I mean, I am sitting here already, so
All right.
you know.
Willing to trade corruption for turnips.
I like that one. That was pretty funny.
Yeah,
I mean, they're all really great.
Yeah.
they are.
Not the wiggly bacon.
Wiggly bacon, green and purple.
It's just
All right. Join the festivity. Oh, I like
Oh,
that.
that's cute. I like that one.
That's a good one, Max. Oh my gosh. They're all good. Like
Oh,
I've been on the
hell,
show where there's
Festover.
been like there's a few, but some of these are really oh my gosh, that one's funny too. Well, these are so good. These
know.
are so good, you guys. Like I am so amazed at this is
Yeah,
awesome.
these are really great.
I couldn't even pick one if I wanted to right now.
right,
They're
Fez.
so good.
What do you think?
Let's do not the wiggly bacon.
All right. Yeah, that's fair. All right. We're doing not the wiggly bacon. Cool.
If
And
anything,
with
this title will draw people in alone.
Exactly.
Bacon, what? I
All
need
right.
to watch that.
Hey guys, thanks again for the invite.
No,
Yeah,
thank you so
absolutely.
much for coming. You did great.
All right.
Right
chat
You did
room,
awesome.
I'm going to drop the stream.